Everyone checking to market think tank, hello to volatility and into bear market. Ever since the oil has declined substantially in last few sessions, it has created a lot more uncertainty and pessimism. In this video, I'm going to talk specifically about the oil price movement and the emerging technical trends. So stay tuned and keep watching Market Think Tank. Just a quick overview of the commodity market across the globe before the discussion on WTI crude. As we can see, there is a bloodbath across the board. WTI down more than 1% year to date. NYMEX gasoline is down 10% year to date, except in some cases like natural gas and wheat. We have got mostly the negative returns year to date. And the same is true for the today's market. We are heading towards the close on Friday. And yes, so far the trend is negative, and yes, we are getting a bear spell again. So let's jump into the WTI crude analysis and see the structures going forward. As we see, the oil market has entered into the bear market as growing oil output pointing to oversupply, creating a lot more uncertainty and fear. And we can see the decline is pretty substantial. More than 20% in last few sessions, and it is the biggest losing streak of decline since 1984, consisting more than 9 days of negative close so far. We haven't seen any response yet from the OPEC, but the chart tells the different story. So let's take a look on the chart and see what does it tells exactly. So as you can see, the Friday is the continuation of the bloodbath so far, and showing some exhaustions near the trend. So if we just add these two resistance line on the top, since the oil touched the high of 76, so if we touch the high of these two peak and extend it to the right, we can see the same slope. So we get a slope, and the same slope is right now acting as a support line. And if we copy that trend support line again and put it into the middle, so we have got a lot of supports in the past as well. So this channel is pretty much in place so far. We got some resistance and then support here on these levels. Initially we got resistance and support, the same resistance. This time around got some dip, and then the market honored the resistance line, and then now heading towards the support level. So if we just measure this decline, it is about more than 22%. It is one of the longest losing streak in the history since 1984. Where the market has declined more than 9 days so far. So it's a continuous lower lows, and remember, this is a weekly chart, so we have got many weeks in negative trend. So if we just use the trend line and we see the resistance that is pretty much in place so far, we have got 3 resistance in the past. And the same trend line slope is being used as a support line if we put that support on the lows. So we got the same support here again, and right now the market is approaching the same support zone. So we might expect some support from these levels. Bottom support zone, this blue circle area, potentially be a support line, and we might see some support in this week. Ever since we have seen the lower lows consistently and the lower highs, this suggests some rebound from this support zone, and the expected support can be a retracement from these levels as we go through this week. So another interesting analysis is here. If we just calculate the time zone of the decline, of the previous decline from lows to lows, remember this was our last low and we got some highs here, and then we got some lows. So remember, this low to low time is 71 weeks. So interestingly, again, from this low to the high, and then high to again this low, we are heading towards the 71 weeks again. So this week was very interesting. We might see some support in this week, and yes, the 71 week is completing. So the low to low week is also completing and coinciding with this support zone. So pretty interesting support out there. We have got some major support around this support trend line, as well as we got some 71 weeks lows to low cycle completion. So the expected support would be around $55 to $57 in this week. And yes, there was a time back in 2015 when the oil skyrocketed in a couple of years, from the lows below $27 to the high of $76. We do need to see how the oil reacts in the beginning of this week, or more pressure on the downside. So one key is to watch and see how the prices reacts to the oversold region. So we are going to see whether we hold this support line, this trend line or not. But we can't. But if we could not hold the support and the breakdown comes, so we might see further pressure. But now, if you want to get updated on the each move on the oils and the different markets altogether, subscribe to this channel, and thank you for watching.